Wow.
Totally unbeknownst to me, our next subject actually rolls from that last subject.
It flows.
It certainly does.
It doesn't. It flows, and it's an unbungled flow. We're just going to kill that. I swear.
The horse has been dead. It's been killed.
No, I'm going to whip it. I'm still whipping it because I can get a steak or two out of it.
Yeah.
You know what? This next topic, if anybody can make escrow impounds sound jazzy, it's Scott.
Oh, hardly.
So we're actually going to talk about the cheapest months to buy or the best bargain months to buy. And in particular, we're going to add in there in regards to escrow impounds, meaning Closing costs.
Yeah.
So not only is it first quarter a great time to buy because of all the things Frank said earlier, but there's also really times that when you purchase, you get a better bargain based on closing costs and escrow impounds.
Okay.
Is that?
And guess when that is?
When is it?
First quarter.
Shut up.
Hey.
Shut the front door, Scott.
Shut it.
Absolutely.
First quarter? You mean January, February, March?
It's a little bit tricky because
Perfect for the radio.
It is perfect for radio. This is going to make great radio.
It's going to make great radio. Air quotes.
So when you purchase a home, you have to pay many times. If you're using like an FHA loan, you have to pay your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance are included in your payment, and that's called your impound account or your escrow account. Mm-hmm. So property taxes are due twice a year, and it's kind of goofy the way that they're due because it kind of
it's not normal year.
It's not every 6 months like you would expect.
Right.
It's like November 1st and then April 1st. The way that it falls, so when you purchase a home, the bank has to collect those taxes up front so that they can pay the taxes when they're due. So depending on what month you sign your loan documents and then when your first payment is due, that's going to determine how many months worth of property taxes and insurance that the bank is going to collect. And because the schedule is so weird, it just turns out that some months the bank's going to collect more than other months. So it makes your closing costs go up. It doesn't mean you're paying more, because you would pay it no matter what. Mm-hmm. It's just that you're paying it paying more up front. More has to be collected by the lender up front because of the property taxes that are going to be due.
Does that affect in any way the amount of home you can purchase? Can you buy more house if your closing costs are lower?
Well, if you only have so much assets, it
wouldn't affect your home price because it doesn't affect your payment.
Right, but
your
would it
payment's
affect
going to be the same.
The level of home you could purchase? Could you purchase more home in the first quarter because your closing costs are less?
It's possible. I mean, what we're talking about here is maybe $1,000 to $1,500.
If you're on that line, then yes. Which I have some buyers who are saving every penny, to close. So in those cases, yes, this would be an issue. But in most cases, no, it's not going to make an effect.
A good way. So you want to talk to talk to either the escrow company or talk to your lender. Ask them how many months of taxes and insurance they're going to collect. A good way, if you want to estimate this for our viewers at home, you can. What we typically
He's holding up a chart.
What we typically do is about 1.25% of the purchase price for your taxes, and about 0.35% for your insurance.
So all the way around, we just talked about this. There are so many advantages to this first quarter for a home buyer. You know, savings on your closing costs and lending side. Probably cheaper home prices, probably more open-minded sellers that are willing to negotiate a little more, and less buyer competition all the way around.
Yeah, and folks that are having their loan documents drawn in like February and March are going to they're going to be collecting the least amount of property taxes insurance up front, maybe just a couple of months.
Man, this is a great time then with all this stuff.
Yeah, because if you wait till third quarter, you could collect as much as 7, 8, or 9 months worth of property taxes in
what
9
is it,
months.
September? That's the most expensive.
What about fourth quarter?
Right.
Fourth quarter.
You're in the middle.
Yeah, if your first payment is due November, December, even October, November, December, you're collecting 7 to 9 months.
The key thing is it's going to be when you sign your loan documents. That's going to be determining factor of when. Yeah.
And sometimes the month is split.
Right.
So it's important to know about.
And this should be gone over with you when you're going through after your pre-approval, and your loan officer is going to give you like an estimation of fees. This is going to be one section, and this is, at least I explain it all the time when I get to this part, saying, okay, depending on when we sign your loan documents, this may go up or down, and we kind of talk about that. So this should be a conversation you should already be having as you're going over every single fee once you get pre-approved with your
this
loan
is
officer.
actually one of the only flexible closing cost fees. Everything else is usually based on the loan amount, and it's kind of fixed. But depending on what time of the year, these are the fees that will fluctuate.
Right.
So this is, technically the first quarter is a buyer's market.
Yes.
You should get out and looking.
Get a crack in that whip.
It's already the 21st of the month, so
Jump in
should
Frank's
get out
car and go looking around.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man.
Fixed.
See, this is something I would not have known. I would not have known that. What did we learn? Remember,
our quarterback doesn't know something?
No, do you remember when we first started putting the show on the air, we started learning that the best day to market your home is on a Friday, and and there was something else that we wanted to put on this real estate calendar.
After we had that show, I think a week later, there is a certain company. Am I allowed to say the company names?
No.
Okay. There's a certain company that has a blog, and that was their topic. So I think
they stole our topic.
I think they were listening because
they stole a topic that I stole first.
A couple of that's funny.
Son of a gun.
That's it. I'm sending Scott over there immediately and shut them down.
That's
I think you should send the short brown woman over.
Might have been.
It was Scott's blog, actually.
Wow. Okay. So, obviously, we're sending out the message that January, February, March, in particular of 2012, is a wonderful time to take advantage of certain market conditions that make it better to buy. And Frank broke some down.
Savvy buyers know.
Yeah. Savvy buyers.
So don't take this first part of the year off and just sit back and
get going.
Be aggressive.
Especially if you
go get your deal.
This is same for investors as well as like first time home buyers who are buying.
Anybody who's buying, because the sellers are really they're.
Are we going to see a lot of investor activity now because of that? Because
right now, you're going to see a lot of investor activity. Period.
Yeah, the investors.
They're not taking a vacation from
They're always out there. They adjust and adapt to whatever the market is.
But they're always out there.
They're like ants. There's millions of them.
Shadow investor.
Okay. So Scott, cheapest months to buy. Break it down.
End of first quarter. Yeah, if you start looking now, if you're signing your loan documents in February or March, you're going to have the lowest closing costs.
Sweet.
Period.
I love that stuff.
Unbungled
flow.
That's another shirt, guys.
This is another topic that we need to add to the Taking It to the Streets series. The four of us are going to be joined by local real estate professionals on the last Wednesday of every month. That's January 25th of 2012 will be the next one. And we're going to basically take it to the streets, and we're going to give some consumer information on buying, selling, investing in the market. We'll talk about things like, best time to buy and why, and, marketing your home on a Friday, all that kind of stuff. But all the things that we bring to you on the show, we're going to bring to you in person for free.
We're taking it to the streets unbungled.
We are taking it to the streets in an unbungled.
We are going to ride this.
Every show needs a scapegoat. Today it's
and if you show up, you can see our air quotes.
That's right. You can actually see us with our fingers.
Full blown. Get the full experience.
That's right.
To sign up for the
Keeping
January
It Real Estate
25th.
in 3D.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get the shake weight and work on these muscles.